The queens all enter the workroom, congratulating Lorantis on her second win and Jade on surviving the lip sync. Jade remarks that she hopes she never has to do that again, and that she was so afraid that Kim would send her home with Ginger. Polly gives Jade a hug and consoles her, promising that nothing bad is going to happen to them.
It's a new day in the workroom, and I am so excited to be part of the final five, kind of. I know it's only temporary, but I made it so far. All that I need to do is just make it through a few more weeks with Jade and we'll both have a clear shot at the crown.
The queens then talk about the twist of one of the eliminated queens coming back, and they all speculate on who it could be. Lorantis theorizes that it could be Alex, while Jade and Polly think that Daisy might have another chance back in the competition. Mrs. Potato Head jokes that Maggie Simpson could be coming back, and Judy thinks that Brittany is coming back, thinking that the producers would want more drama. Mrs. Potato Head looks at Judy and, bewildered, exclaims, "You want more drama?"
It feels like all of the girls are trying to pick a fight with me just because I'm not trying to play nice with a certain queen whose name I can't quite remember. What was it again? Luminescent? Loopy? Something like that. She may have been doing well these past few weeks, but it's okay. The bigger they are, the harder they fall.
The TV turns on, and the queens murmur amongst themselves over who might be coming back. Here's the sitch, queens. As you all know, last week I told you that I was planning on bringing back one of the previously eliminated queens this season. Before we get into what your challenges are this week, I want to welcome back our returning queen. The queen coming back for her second chance is...
That's right, bitches, Maggie Simpson is here to steal the crown. Ha 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 ha. Ouch.
Oh my god, no, it's not Maggie, someone get her back to her room. As I was saying, the queen who is returning for her second chance is... or in this case, her third.
You just couldn't get enough of me, could you? I'm back, again. It's like I never left. I had gotten the call to return to the competition yet again, and I think it probably has to do with the fact that, despite a few slip-ups, I've done the best overall out of all the queens thus far. I wish I didn't have to get eliminated, but we're course correcting now. Third time's the charm, and I'm prepared to give it my all.
Princess Daisy, welcome back into the competition. The judges and I felt as though you were one of the most consistent performers this season, and we felt like you were cut too soon. If you manage to impress us, you may just take home the crown after all.
Oh my gosh, Daisy actually came back. She's been one of the people I was afraid of returning for a lot of reasons, but I'll take anyone over Maggie or Brittany at this rate. The less drama that we have in this workroom, the better. Judy's starting to piss everyone off, and I don't really want to imagine what would happen if someone else was able to bounce off of her negative energy.
Now let's get on with today's mini challenge. You are all very talented makeup artists, but for this week's mini challenge, I want to see just how well you can paint your face with untraditional supplies. Using these sauces, finger paints, and other assorted supplies, I want you to wow me with your fake-up expertise. Your time starts now.
Good lord, I think that some of the other girls don't know how to blend their makeup properly. The best product in the world can make anyone look good, but if you're not able to make do with what you have, you're going to look like a hot mess, just like most of the other girls are right now.
Lorantis won the mini challenge.
I'm no stranger to using non-traditional makeup supplies. Some of my first makeup powders were made with berries that I handpicked back home. I'd be more excited about winning another mini challenge, but I'm worried that if I celebrate publicly, Judy's going to start foaming at the mouth.
For this week's maxi challenge, I want to see you all get up close and personal, as you'll be conducting the roast of Kim Possible. Bring your best jokes and your best cocktail attire, because this is going to be a roast for the history books. Lorantis, as the winner of the mini challenge, you'll be in charge of assigning the order in which you will all perform. Good luck, and don't fuck it up. Lorantis assigns the running order as follows. Mrs. Potato Head will open the show, followed by Judy Jetson, then Jade. After that will be Princess Daisy, then Lorantis, and closing out the show will be Polly Pocket.
Of course this would happen. Little Miss Perfect puts me right after the queen who's known for her stand-up routines. Call it a conspiracy. I don't care, but I know she's setting me up for failure. She's so obsessed with me it's literally creepy.
The queens pair up to work on their roasts, with Polly and Jade immediately sitting together and working on jokes. Polly seems to be nervous about roasting her fellow contestants and judges, and is determined to do well. She confides in Jade that they're so close to the finale, and that she can't give up when she can practically feel the crown within reach. Jade tells Polly that she can give her a few jokes to use, but that she can't give her all her material. Polly understands, and the two continue working on their set.
Polly is such a sweetheart, and I want her to do well, but I'm really worried that she's overly reliant on me to see how her roast is doing. She keeps asking for joke ideas, and I'm trying to save the ones that I can use for my set. It's hard enough to write jokes when you're not really good at live comedy, and Polly's funny enough on her own. I don't understand what's causing her to get held up.
I have this problem where I'm naturally funny, but when I try to actively perform comedy or a stand-up routine, I freeze up, and my humor gets really wooden and stiff really fast. I'm worried that I might have a repeat of that on stage, and I want to get a second opinion with Jade on how to nail the timing of my jokes. I just hope that neither of us have to worry about lip-syncing this week.
Meanwhile, Lorantis is catching Daisy up on what happened while she was gone, and Daisy commends Lorantis on winning a second challenge while she was gone, but warns her that she's out for blood this time, and she won't hold herself back from the top anymore, saying that she's looking for a win to cement her dominance in this competition. Lorantis promises Daisy that she's going to give her a run for her money, and that she's going to be up against some tough, but friendly, competition. The two furiously work away at their sets.
Lorantis seems to be really turning it out recently, and I think that she's become the one to beat. It's going to take a lot more than a few wins to intimidate me, though. I've been through this rodeo once before, and if she thinks that she can take me down after I'm getting ready to slay the rest of this competition, she's got another thing coming. May the best queen win, Lorantis.
It's so nice to chat again with Daisy and vent to her a little about my grievances, but I know that, no matter how much I love her, she's competition, and tough competition at that. Bring it on, bestie, but you better know that I have a few more aces up my sleeve. I've been sitting on some of these jokes for weeks now, and I think that it's time to finally unleash them this challenge.
Meanwhile, Mrs. Potato Head walks up to Judy and asks her how she's doing, but Judy shakes her head and tells her to go away, saying that she doesn't need another lecture. Mrs. Potato Head is confused, and tells Judy that she was only going to ask if she needed any help on her roast. Judy glares at Mrs. Potato Head and says that she can do just fine without her, saying that she isn't going to let anyone see her set or let it fall into the wrong hands. Mrs. Potato Head rubs her temples and mutters, "Kids nowadays," before getting back to work on her own set.
I try to help a fellow queen out after I finish my set, and what do I get in return? Absolutely nothing. I don't know what crawled down Judy's mouth and died, but her paranoia is really starting to piss me off. She isn't even willing to accept any help from anyone else, and it's starting to affect the entire atmosphere of the workroom. Take a page out of Mary J. Blige's notebook, honey, no more drama.
That overgrown tuber seriously thinks that I'm going to share my best jokes with her? Absolutely not. These jokes are so biting and on the nose that I don't want anybody finding out about them until the time is right. These queens are going to learn a thing or two about how to roast, and I am absolutely prepared to turn up the heat.
As the queens finish up preparations for the roast and put on their outfits, Jade is making some last-minute adjustments to her outfit, hoping that this time, she'll be able to impress the judges. Lorantis notices that Jade is trying to do some quick tailoring and offers to help. Jade thanks Lorantis but refuses, saying that this is her own problem to deal with. Lorantis reluctantly leaves Jade be, and takes her spare time to revise some of her set.
The one thing that has always been bringing me down this competition are my runways. Maybe I was in a rush when I first made them, but something's gotta give. I'm not just going to let my entire reputation as a fashion queen go right out the window, so if I have time to fix my runways, which, thankfully, I do, I'm going to take that time to do whatever I can to elevate it to the next level. My cocktail party attire isn't going to plummet me to the bottom, mark my words.
Lorantis and Daisy had a great performance.
No surprises here. I aim to please every time that I perform on that main stage, and this week is no different. I want the judges to know that they made the right decision in giving me yet another chance to shine, and there's no way that I'm letting the crown slip away from my fingers one more time.
Jade and Mrs. Potato Head had a good performance. Polly Pocket and Judy Jetson flopped the challenge.
My set was pretty darn great, and I'm just thankful that my comedy finally landed. Nothing needed to be explained, or repeated, or anything. Just some good, old-fashioned classic roasting up there. The Friars Club would be proud.
My roast was so iconic, I let the judges, the contestants, and even the crew have it. I think I might have even made Monique cry a bit. Now, ladies, that is how you do a roast.
That was really embarrassing. I looked so beautiful up there, flashed a smile, and then I just felt myself freeze up, just like I was worried about. I think I had the worst performance of the night, and I know that I'm probably going to have to lip sync for my life. Where's my iPod at? Maybe I can squeeze in a rehearsal or two.
Welcome to the main stage of Drag Race Toontown. Let's meet our judges. First, our resident panelist, my best friend, it's Monique. And our guest judge, she's one housewife who makes a killer roast, Cartoon Drag Race Season 3 winner, it's Pleat Lee. Now let the judging commence. Ladies, some of your roasts were a roaring success, while some of you seemed a bit underdone. Based on your roasts and your cocktail attire tonight, we've made some decisions. Mrs. Potato Head, tonight, you were both the meat and the potatoes, and your cocktail attire was ready to eat. You're safe.
I may not have won, but I know for a fact that I had it in the bag. Call me a roasted potato, cause I was absolutely delicious this week.
Princess Daisy, you kept us cooking at 350 degrees with your set, and your outfit was a party pleaser. Congratulations, you're safe.
I'm starting to get a little nervous here. There's not a whole lot of chances for me to nab a win before the finale, and I'm worried that I'll have zero chance of getting the crown if that doesn't change. I am going to win a challenge on Drag Race, and I will do whatever it takes to make it happen.
Lorantis, your runway once again wowed us, and you didn't just roast, you broiled. Congratulations, you are the winner of this week's challenge.
I told you that I had a few more tricks up my sleeve, and look at me now. Bottom of the totem pole to 3 wins in a row. I can't believe what a redemption I've had these past few weeks. But I have a bad feeling that there's a storm brewing on that stage. Judy looks furious, and I'm worried that Untucked is going to get very ugly if she survives.
Judy Jetson, your roast seemed a tad more bitter than we would have preferred. I'm sorry, my dear, but you were up for elimination. Polly Pocket, your roast should have been sent back to the kitchen, and your cocktail attire wasn't an adequate meal replacement. I'm sorry, my dear, but you were up for elimination. Jade, your roast was decent, but it was your cocktail attire that truly sated our appetite. You're safe.
Thank you so much, Kim. I knew that adjusting my runway was a good idea, but I don't think I was in a lot of danger with Bitter Betty out there. Still, if Polly's up there, I'm not feeling much better about the whole situation.
2 queens stand before me. Prior to tonight, you were asked to prepare a lip sync to Two of Hearts by Stacey Q. This is your last chance to impress me and save yourself from elimination. The time has come for you to lip sync for your life.
I have been practicing this song night and day, and I know the words front to back. There is absolutely nothing that could cause me to lose to Judy, and I need to pick myself up so that I can be in the finale with Jade. Let's get ready to rumble.
The absolute riggery of the judges this season has me going feral. I don't care who the hell is in the bottom with me. I'm going to make sure that I stay, and Lorantis loses. No matter what, I can't let her win.
Good luck, and don't fuck it up. Judy Jetson had a great lip sync. Polly Pocket fell and flopped the lip sync. I've made my decision. Judy Jetson, Shantae, you stay. Polly Pocket, you truly are the girl next door, and I think that any queen would be lucky to have a best friend like you. We hope that you'll be able to shine on your own, and we can't wait to see how you'll rock this town. Now, sashay away.
Thank you for everything. This was a blast competing, and I'm so glad I was able to do it all with friends to keep me company. Remember, make every day the best day ever. Hugs and kisses, see you later.
This is Untucked.
The queens relax backstage, congratulating Lorantis on her 3rd straight win, and Judy on winning the lip sync. Lorantis looks at Judy and says that might have been one of the best lip syncs this whole season, and that she absolutely ate it up. Judy ignores Lorantis, but makes a point to thank every other queen individually. Lorantis takes a deep breath, and goes to sit down after a long day. Jade is inconsolably sobbing, and Daisy is trying to dry her tears with some tissues, telling her that she's ruining her beautiful makeup. Jade is upset over Polly being eliminated, and tells Daisy that she wished Polly didn't fall up there, or else it could have turned out differently and that Judy wouldn't be here. Judy overhears Jade's comment, and is frustrated over how everyone wishes she was gone because they view her as a bitch. Jade denies it, saying she just misses her friend and that she's not trying to attack Judy. Daisy tells Judy that she doesn't understand why she keeps lashing out at everyone, but she didn't come back again to deal with petty drama and that she better step off. Judy rolls her eyes, saying that they only brought Daisy back because she's doing favors for production behind closed doors. Daisy lashes out at Judy, telling her to never insinuate that about her again, and storms off set for a while. Lorantis and Mrs. Potato Head follow after her, leaving Jade and Judy in the studio, with Jade telling Judy to leave her alone. Judy goes off set, leaving Jade to sit in Untucked alone, crying to herself.
Hey, squirrel friend. When one video ends, just open up another one. It's called binge viewing. Go ahead. I support you.
Is it me, or does one of your queens have rabies? I could have sworn that white-haired lady was starting to convulse on the stage.